This is Casa Lapostolle, Cabernet Sauvignon Cuvee Alexandre 2009. And this is, of course, from the Colchagua Valley in Chile. Lapostolle produces a lot of really fine wines. The Cuvee Alexandre wines are an upper tier for them, and what they really are primarily is single vineyard wines. The grapes are sourced from their Apalta vineyard, which is a very unique vineyard, organic, biodynamic, and situated in such a way that you have hills surrounding it on three sides and a river on the other side. So it's got its own little microclimate, with the hills sort of protecting it from the weather and direct sun, and the river sort of cooling it down. So you have very slow ripening of the grapes. It's also a very old vine vineyard, planted originally back in 1920, but average vine age now about 60 years. So very deep roots, and of course those deep roots bring in a lot of components to the grapes and add to the complexity of the flavor content in the grapes. And also, of course, you then have very reduced yields. So your yields are less than 2 tons an acre, which is pretty small. So low yields, real concentrated, deep vine fruit makes for really, really tasty wine. They blend in 15% Carmenere to the Cabernet, and it all gets aged in French oak barrels for 12 months. And you got a really nice, bright berry nose on this. Sort of blackberry, black currant. A little bit of a earthy note, a little bit of an herbal note. Hint of maybe like tarragon or rosemary. And then maybe a hint of dark chocolate. Let's taste. Yeah, so you got a pretty intense wine here. A lot of concentration in this wine. Good flavors. You get those nice blackberry, black cherry notes, but I'm getting a lot of that sort of dark chocolate cocoa, and then those little herbal notes sort of playing off that. So yeah, there's complexity here. There's also a nice backbone to this wine. This is an 09, and it seems like it's going to go a ways. I think you could probably sell this for 3, 5, 8 years if you were so inclined. But you know, as I said originally, this is sort of one of their upper tier wines. This is not a wine that you're going to pull off the shelf necessarily and pop the cork on a Wednesday night. This is something you might pull out, let it breathe for an hour, match it up with a really nice roast or steak, something like that. Throw a couple bottles in your cellar. Enjoy.